Hi everyone, welcome to Nice Driving 39. My viewer spots a horse and rider a little bit further up the road, and they start to slow down. And this should happen all the time, but especially here. The horse is starting to play up. I wouldn't go past until this horse and rider were totally in control. And this is exactly what my viewer does. Although it doesn't have to happen, nice driving is often followed by a thank you. And I haven't finished with this clip just yet. Notice how my viewer delays their accelerating until they're well past the horse and rider. What a cracking clip to start. Plenty more to come also.
Hey car dealers, are you ready to sell faster and smarter? CarVertical has a limited time offer just for you. 5 free vehicle history reports. Whether you sell 5 cars a month or 50, CarVertical helps you avoid costly mistakes by flagging hidden damage, clocked mileage, theft records, past photos and much more. Dealers across the UK are already using CarVertical to boost trust, speed up sales by over 20% and close deals with confidence. Why not you? Click on the link in the description or scan the QR code now to claim your 5 free reports. These are dealer specific and for a limited time only. Make your next sale faster, safer and smarter.
Without question, a smart ass moment. My viewer's held back because the car in front has blocked the junction. Imagine if someone wanted to turn. It does take the driver of the Volkswagen a little while for the lightbulb moment to happen. I think the one in front of the white Volkswagen also reversed back. And we get a thank you. Now the oncoming traffic doesn't have to wait like everyone else. I haven't finished with this clip either. Do you think the driver of the white Volkswagen confuses the blue oncoming vehicle with how slowly they moved up? Perhaps they should have been a little more positive. Saying that, the blue one did cut the corner badly. My viewer though, top class. This clip's from Phil, my crane driving viewer, who was given quite a hard time on a recent clip where Phil had a little bit of road rage. Let's let Phil put the record straight to show you what his driving's actually like. He's done a similar job that my viewer did in a previous clip. He's left a little bit more space to allow the vehicle that's blocked the junction to reverse if it's needed. However, the bus is coming. Let's see what Phil does now. This doesn't surprise me knowing what Phil drives. He's appreciative of the space bigger vehicles need, and he was sat in a pinch point, so it was correct to move forward. And I think this hold back to allow the vehicle to turn and again oncoming traffic to proceed was a good shout. A big factor in this may very well have been Phil knowing the road up ahead, and as we can see this is a natural pinch point. Try and allow vehicles to flow out and don't be in too much of a rush to flow in. You can now appreciate the problems that the bus driver had. Now this left turn, there's a pedestrian waiting. Phil sorts it out, no problem. The pedestrian quickly picks up that Phil's giving way and then he's able to move forward. And Phil also spots early the blue Ford on the right hand side, and I would have done the same. Hold back and allow that one to flow. And just try and remember my little point about this clip. Prioritise traffic flowing out of congested areas if possible. Nice job, Phil. I can always tell whether people are looking properly approaching junctions. If you just stare in front, you won't spot this and be able to stop far enough back to let it happen. This again is allowing better flow leaving a problem area. Makes sense to me. Another thought that's always on my mind helping lorry drivers out is that they're limited on the time that they can drive. Any little bit like this helps them out massively. It's sad to see the vehicle following didn't give way to these pedestrians though. This was a nice piece of driving to allow flow, this time onto the roundabout because my viewer couldn't exit. I thought the driver of the Volvo to the left also did well. If they'd have gone, they would have also blocked the roundabout. There's an early clue in this clip, and it's the banksman in the orange walking out from the right that lets us know there's a bus coming out. This is again something that I do wherever possible, and it makes it even more important being so close to a junction. Where would you wait approaching this situation? This looks good to me, but just be careful that people behind don't misinterpret what you're doing as parking. A large majority of people will just be watching the back of your car and won't be able to work out why you've stopped in this position. So keep an eye on your mirrors and expect people to overtake needlessly. It doesn't happen this time though. And my viewer simply proceeds when they can clear the situation. Obviously improving flow. Nice job. This driver cannot collide with you if you don't go past them. Did you see the steamed up windows also? And that same thought process can be applied to the white vehicle to the left also. Would you have seen this coming? I do think my viewer was a little late with this, so rather than being a nice clip, it was an okay clip. This is just one of those instinct moments. If there's no one following you, why not use lane 2? Some people make good decisions about what dashcam they're going to buy, and other people make poor decisions about what lane they're going to choose. My viewer's got them both covered. The links for you to purchase your next dashcam are always in the description, and if you use the code Ashley, you can also save yourself a further 5%. Some great driving here. When there's going to be a conflict of space, just hold back. Again, I thought this was just okay driving. I think it could have been spotted a little earlier. It was a very poor layout though. The van in front should be tucking it in behind the bus, but the bus driver sorts the problem out nicely. Lovely communication from my viewer there. They did absolutely nothing and just sat still. This time the lorry driver holds back to let my viewer go. If you can't clear, why block someone else? Notice the lorry driver is slightly blocking the junction though, but that's going to change quite quick when the bus moves up. It wouldn't be a proper nice driving episode without John. There is a rumour flying around that John anticipated this when he got up that same morning. Nice work as always, mate. Smiley Bob also deserves a big thank you for his contributions. He's already featured in this episode a number of times. As normal, he does a great job with this situation, and it pretty obviously involves this lorry on the left. But there's also a pretty big fail, and it involves the black Peugeot from the opposite direction. The lorry driver also does a brilliant job to spot this numpty.
If only they had eyes, Ray.
Or those eyes were connected to the brain, Bob. Did you notice how little time this actually cost Smiley Bob on his journey? It's not just John or Bob who deserve a big thank you, it's every single one of you. Whether it's just by watching or sending in some footage, I'd like to thank you from the bottom of my heart. My good practices are spreading, and this one's from North America. Now I'm never going to claim to be the one who's invented giving a lorry extra room to turn into a junction, but through everyone's support, these situations are being viewed more and hopefully people will copy this brilliant behaviour. It's way better to go home with a smile on your face rather than het up and angry. Thanks for all your support, keep safe everyone, I'll see you soon.